And what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media coming at you live on StreamYard. I got it up on my computer, but I'm having some trouble with it. So I'm actually going live and using my phone. Uh, actually, hold on one second. Let me test something out. Actually, hold on one second. Let me test something out. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so I got it controlled my with my phone here, I guess. But it's weird. It's not working too well on the computer. Um, so I'm just kind of rolling with it a little bit. I got it up on my phone. Uh, I can't, just for like the camera and the microphone, but I'm going to be controlling and putting stuff up for you guys on the computer. What's up, Luke? Good to see you in here. It says more pain as an FSU fan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Travis Hunter, I'll tell you what, man. The fact that Deion Sanders flipped that man says a lot. Because this guy was not only a big commit to Florida State, he was a diehard commit. That's the thing. That's the biggest news today. Is that Travis Hunter has signed with Florida State. Or I'm sorry, decommitted to go to Jacksonville State. Wow. He would have been the key guy, I think, for Florida State. He would have been one of those guys that they could have got, that they could have used to help build this team back and rebuild the program. He's literally the number one recruit in this entire class, committed to Florida State. Had offers from all kinds of teams, the usuals, the Clemsons, the Bamas, the Georgias, and he's going to Jacksonville State. That's not saying so much about Florida State, like, oh, you can't keep a number one recruit, you can't sign this, you can't sign that. It's not like that. It's more so on the part of Deion Sanders when you look at it. But let me go ahead. Let me move this out of the way because I need to be able to see all this. So I have a different view of the camera there. Move it over just a little bit. See. So here we go. Travis Hunter, flip to Jackson State, draws analysis from Florida State alum Brian McFadden. Okay. And, I mean, what do you want? I mean, you lost the number one recruit, Florida State, which is, I don't know. It sucks for them, but at the same time, it's like, holy cow. So Deion Sanders, big pickup there, stealing from Florida State. That's huge. I mean, if you're Deion Sanders, you're like, holy cow. Now, is Jacksonville State going to make a college football? No. But it'll build Jacksonville State up. And regardless, I think they're FCS, if I'm not mistaken. I think they could be the best team in the FCS for sure. FCS playoffs, they got that one. Double check the comments. What's up, vodka? Dude opted out of the Seminole program. That's true. But what I'm looking for today, this is huge news here. and I'll drop the link. I don't mind get you guys on, of course, but the current class rankings. Let's see, commitment team rankings. Georgia at number 1, Texas A&M at 2. When you look at it, so Georgia number 1, A&M 2, Alabama 3, Ohio State 4, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, North Carolina, Michigan, and Oklahoma in the top 10. Kentucky just outside the top 10. They're not doing too bad. 8 4-stars. They got a 5-star commitment for Mark Stoops. They got 9 3-stars. In total, 19 commitments. Missouri's recruiting is looking good. Even Auburn's looking good with Brian Harsin. Tennessee, I mean, I told y'all, I thought maybe Heupel, it's going to take some time, but could he build this program back? Now, he's not national title type, obviously, but get it back to trying to recruit without paying the players, by the way, and just being competitive, just being a middle of the road, like we see what you're doing type of program. Josh Heupel might be that guy. I'm actually curious what they have here. Enrollee, they already got a defensive lineman in Jordan Phillips, a 3-star. You got Tyree West from Tift County in Tifton, Georgia, a defensive lineman, 6'3", 280. Addison Nichols is from the Atlanta area, pretty close to it, in Norcross, Georgia. He's 6'5", 318. He's a 4-star. There's a lot. For Tennessee, they got quite a bit of 3-stars, which, quite honestly, with all the players that they have lost, right, with everything they've been through lately. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Trenches? My guys. I'll drop the link here. I can get you guys on. I'd love to talk with y'all about this stuff, obviously. Here's what I'll say about Tennessee, though. I think that I'm done picking on them for now. I mean, as much as I hate Tennessee, I really don't know if I can call them a dead program right now because it's amazing. Hasn't even been a whole year, a whole season. And after all the players that they lost, they bring in this new head coach, Josh Heupel. He's got a great mindset, a great attitude. He loves this program. He wants to build it. And I got to give props. He is building this program. He currently ranks, I see back there, Trenches. I'll get you on. He currently ranks 7th in the SEC. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. Just trying to work and catch up on these recruiting news. Thank Deion Sanders.
What did he steal from Georgia? Did he do something? Or I guess it was that Travis.
Yeah,
Travis
the kid
guy,
I told
right?
you about. Yeah, Travis Hunter. I told you about him yesterday. Georgia and Bama were supposed to be like top 2 to steal him from Florida State.
Yeah.
And Deion came and snuck him from both of us.
I got to give the man props, though. I mean, he reeled in the top recruit. That's pretty good for him. I'll give him props, but
100%.
Like you said, damn you, Deion.
Where are we looking right now as far as recruiting classes? Who's number 1 right now? 2, 3?
Let me go back and check 2022 recruit team rankings. Let's see. So you guys lead just above us at number 1 by a point. Alabama, 21 commits. A&M, 22 at number 3 here. Ohio State is 4. Texas is in the top 5 right there.
Quinn Ewers transfer really boosted it up too.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah. I want to see we'll look at our teams real quick, but who is Georgia? Let's see. Oh, they signed all these guys. Dalen Everett, Mekeel Williams, Jaheim Singletary, Malachi Starks, Bear Alexander. They've signed all of them. Who would you say is your favorite player that has signed so far? I mean, you got to wait and see them play, but and it also
If I'm
looks like
being honest with
you
you,
guys did get Gunnar Stockton.
yeah, we got Gunner. If I'm being
All right.
honest with you, man, just because I'm a Georgia fan, which means I'm huge defensively minded. Bear Alexander is probably the guy I was so glad because he committed to us,
Hell yeah,
decommitted, went to Texas A&M, and then came back.
yeah, man.
So
I'll
that was
watch
always cool
out.
to
I've
see.
seen highlights of this Oscar Delp tight end guy. I think he's pretty good. Now I don't know if he's Brock Bowers good, but I think y'all picked up a good tight end and a good weapon on the offense right there.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. Malachi Starks is probably our best. That like as far as if you're looking at ratings, Malachi Starks is a monster.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh no, actually, no. I changed my mind. Brandon Robinson is a freak of nature. As far as running backs go, good lord,
Oh my God. Yeah. What's up,
that is
Jeff?
a grown man.
Yeah, I was watching 247 live for about an hour and a half a while ago.
Uh-huh.
They seemed to they were talking a lot about Georgia's secondary, that they were bringing in some really good players, that was going to be
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
strength
Malachi
of their
Starks is going to
class.
lead that.
They thought Georgia would end up third because A&M has got some big 5-star defensive linemen they're bringing in, and they said that Alabama's got 2 or 3 that they're probably going to nail late. So they think it'll be between Bama and A&M for one, but the one guy said there's no way Georgia falls out of the top 3, and then all the guys that sitting at the table were like, oh yeah, they're not going below 3, and then they started talking about the strength of the secondary. Said that had been Kirby's real focus this year, was strengthening the secondary, and they were kind of going off on that. Bama's got the number 1 edge guy coming in.
The Jeremiah Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Thompson.
excited for him. I'm excited for Emmanuel Henderson too. He's a 5-star running back. He's 6'1", 185. He's a really fast running back, and I'll tell you what. I mean, Alabama has had some good backs. I don't know if I'd say he's going to be the category of Henry or Mark Ingram, but I'll tell you what. From what I've heard about this recruit and this prospect from Bama experts and just recruiting experts, he has that potential.
The clincher, the real clincher for Bama to secure number 1 would be if they get that defensive back out of Southern California. But they were saying earlier today that they think he's flipping to USC because Lincoln Riley kept the defensive back coach there. And that was this kid really likes that defensive back coach, and they think he's going to stay at USC. They said if he goes to Bama, that'll make Bama the number 1 class hands down. But they didn't think Bama was going to get him. They think he was going to. He had been a soft commit to Bama, then he had uncommitted, and they think USC that he's going to stay home.
Okay.
I just don't want to fall out of the top 3. We don't have to be number 1. What I want is running back depth, because we've got the O-line out the yang. We've got an O-line that's just going to be murder for the next 3 or 4 years.
Well, there's still guys from like a year or 2 ago that I think we'll lose a few key guys this year, like at Evan Neal or whatever, but there's some guys that are going to step up that have been waiting a couple years.
We've got the Brockemeyer twins coming in. We are loaded up front.
Yeah. Here we go. This is the guy, Ty Simpson. Now, it's official. I don't know when he got his 5th star. Last I checked, like a couple months ago when I was watching his highlights, it said 4-star. But he is a 5-star quarterback recruit. He's 6'2", 185. He committed back in February. He's from Martin, Tennessee. This guy, I'm telling you, it is not over after Bryce Young. I've been saying that. I know a lot of people are high on Jalen Milroe too, but there might be some competition in there. If Ty Simpson does sign with the Crimson Tide today, imagine next year Bryce will be a junior, so these guys will sit there and be like, okay, we're still gonna wait. We'll get our moment. But dude,
Alan, did you see the picture in the locker room of Jalen Milroe the other day?
No.
He's sitting in front of his locker.
Yeah.
Nobody else is around. And he's looking down. He's reading something. He's got something open on his lap. You know what it is?
What?
He's reading the Bible.
Good for him.
Amen.
He reads the Bible for 15 to 20 minutes before every practice.
That's awesome. Praise God.
See, well, this is what makes this day so great. Forget Alabama. Forget your team. Forget just the day. What makes this day so great is all these young guys, their dreams are all coming true. I mean, I can't imagine what it would have been like coming out of high school, and here I grew up in Springfield, Illinois, and I'm coming out of high school, and oh my God, the University of Kentucky wants me to come play football for them. Now this is 1984. Kentucky is 2-108. I mean, they're sickening. But I'm about to have somebody pay for my college, and I'm going to play at the Division I. You know what I mean? This is these kids. Their dream is coming true today. I don't care where they go.
Yeah.
And that's what's so great.
I found something to talk about here. Jaheim, I think is how you say it. Do you know of this Jaheim Otis, player, 4-star? I guess he committed back in April. But here's some of his highlights. And I was just watching this play here. Check this out. He's 4-star. So, I mean, it's not like he's a super hyped up player, but he has some good potential. Just wait. All right. What I don't like, now he did a good, you got to be faster than that, right? What I do notice, I mean, I like guys, it's so cool to see defensive tackles and defensive backs with great speed to get off the line quick. In my opinion, that's just a little bit too slow. But outside of that, this guy's got some good size, and he's a hard-hitting nose tackle that I think could definitely just keep adding more depth to Alabama's defense. I mean, it's amazing how, not that they didn't have talent, but a few years ago, everyone's like, what's wrong with Alabama's defense? What's wrong with Alabama's defense? And, Jeff keeps mentioning offensive tackles. We got a lot on the defensive side of the ball coming in the next couple of years, too. And this year, especially, there's more guys to possibly sign today. This is just another one of them.
One thing about linemen, offensive and defensive, there's none of them. There's nobody who's going to put on a crimson helmet. There's nobody who's going to wear the Georgia G.
Right.
After they get to campus and they're there for their first year with their strength coach, every damn one of them is going to have a burst better than they had coming out of high school because they're not trained up at that level yet.
Right.
They don't have the specific coaches that directly deal just with that position, that know how to teach burst, that know how to teach hand. Defensive lineman, it's all about where are your hands. What do you do with your hands? And that's what
where's your first step? That's the most important things for defensive lineman.
Yep, first step, your balance in your hands. They talk about Kayvon Thibodeaux and Micah Parsons from Penn State, who's tearing it up for the Cowboys in the NFL this year. They talk about how great their hands are. And that first step burst. And that's all that gets sharpened when you get to this level.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I wanted to bring up.
That's the real trick, I think, is and I'm not the guy to do it, otherwise I'd be doing it. Is to look at the high school tape and realize who's he playing against, what's going on. Did he have a banana split right before the game, and so he's playing with a full belt? I mean, he doesn't know how to eat, blah 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 blah. And what you're looking at is not what you're going to have. What you're looking at is I see these ingredients which I can turn into, because you're baking a cake.
Yeah.
Very few kids come out of high school are raw, and then you do very little to them when they get to your university. All these kids are projects that have got to be formed into the Division I player you need them to be.
Yeah. So what I was going to bring up, we have had quite a bit of. So as we know, we've had quite a bit of coaching changes. And I'm looking right now. I'll give you an example. Lincoln Riley not being fired, but leaving Oklahoma, taking a different route, taking an opportunity somewhere else, and Brent Venables coming in. Now, Brent Venables was with Clemson for God knows how long. Great defensive coordinator, great defensive mind. You think about it. I don't know what the recruiting on defense this year's class looks like for Clemson, but I'm curious because I mean there's still quite a bit, and it's the early signing period, so you're even going to have stuff happen throughout the weekend or something. I mean, there's still time for these players. They don't even have to sign today necessarily, I don't think, but you know, you have. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if Oklahoma stacks up on defense, and especially with Brent Venables being the head coach now. Like, you imagine where they're going to be in the Big 12? I mean, we keep hearing all this about Oklahoma's defense is legit. It's the missing piece so they can win a title. We can get it this year. This is the year Oklahoma has that defense, and every year I'm done buying into it now. But at the same time, I look at the head coach that they brought in. This could be interesting for Oklahoma.
Look, Mike Leach had a couple good comments the other day.
Yeah.
And I agree with him entirely. It's unbelievable that I do. I think that a player should have to be at the school he originally signs with for 2 years before he can transfer. 2-year requirement. You've got to be in Athens for 2 years before you can leave.
Right.
Then when you do leave, I don't care where you go, other SEC, Mountain West, if you leave one school and go to another, you sit a year. I want to see the year. I want to see the old 1 year sit out rule put back in place.
Yeah.
I want to see a 2-year minimum requirement, and I want the early signing day in December to be stopped and moved back to February.
Yeah, I would agree.
We are wrecking the sport. We've turned it into an ESPN
with the immediate.
show.
Are you talking about with the immediate eligibility rule?
Yeah, we're what we're doing is we're creating an ESPN show. We're destroying a lot of the smaller schools. The rich are getting richer, and will continue to get richer. Look at all the coaching changes are being made now because you got to get rid of these coaches in November so you can get somebody in to get them into the early signing period.
Yeah.
And you want the kids to sign early so they can graduate high school in January and come to your campus and be on campus in January.
That's true.
Yeah, it's all whacked out where they're turning this into the NFL junior.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, don't even get me started with the whole this is NFL 2.0. I mean, I will always love college football. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Oh no, I wanted to know what Trenches thought of that, and then as soon as I went to ask him, he left.
My bad. I don't know what happened, but like you said, NFL junior, and look, I'm not honestly, and I've said this lately, like with college football, I'm a traditionalist, so I like the old school. I like seeing more defense than offense, but also I'm not against college players making money necessarily, but they're making millions of dollars for going out. Like Bo Nix, I think, was with like Milo's or whatever. Basically, he's making millions of dollars to drink some sweet tea or go to Milo's and get a burger or something. And it's just, I mean, it's turning into a business. And I don't like that. I think there's a lot of people out there. Now, if you're for it and it's like, yeah, let's pay college athletes, like, okay, but do they have to be making as much as, and not necessarily an NFL player, but like that they're making enough to where they could call themselves a franchise tagged player in the NFL. Just sign like a whatever 1-year deal, automatic. I mean, they're getting rich before they get rich in football. Basically, I mean, it's just crazy.
If you accept a scholarship to Iowa State University with the red shirt, Iowa State is saying that they will pay they will cover your educational costs for 5 years if you are granted a red shirt. Okay, you also get you get all your food, you get everything taken care of, you get your housing taken care of, you get your books, your tuition, all your fees. Plus, you get a cash stipend every month. People don't realize that full ride athletes get a cash payment every month.
Yep.
Now it's true that you can't hold a job, but that makes up for that.
Yeah.
5 years at Iowa State on the house by the time you're done, throwing in the value of the food, throwing in the value of the travel expenses and everything. You're talking about at Iowa State probably $200,000.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just Christian Ballard and you're going to go be a student at Iowa State,
yeah,
and what's it going to cost you to take 15 credit hours a semester for 4 years to get the 120 credit hours you need to graduate? If you can do it in 4 years, you're going to be out 4 years in Ames. I'm gonna guess you're out in the neighborhood of $110,000 to $120,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah, and somebody's willing to pay you for that. Yeah. Well, all they get is a scholarship. Somebody's handing you $100,000 to $200,000 worth of free education.
Yep.
And nobody can take that degree away from you. You might blow your knee out and your athletic career gets taken away by happenstance or by physical inability. But that degree in agriculture, that degree in secondary education, whatever it is you went for, that doesn't get taken away.
Right. I know.
And trust me on this. 98 out of 100 of these kids, it's the degree they're after because they know they're not going pro.
Right. A majority of them, because I mean, we look at there's a lot of players in the draft, but honestly, a majority of college players
Alabama
don't have successful careers.
Alabama's at the very top, and they get about maybe 10 kids drafted a year. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means there's another 15 to 20 that don't. And of those 10 that get drafted, probably 3 or 4 of them aren't going to make it.
Yeah.
And that's at the supreme highest level at Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
If you're at Iowa State, if you're at Colorado, if you're at South Carolina, Boston College, you got to get that degree, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, yeah. I mean, this kid that just committed to this tight end that committed to Georgia.
Yeah.
Let's say Brock Bowers he can't beat out Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
And so he might start as a junior or a senior, and he finishes for his whole career. He finishes with 40 catches for whatever yards and 5 touchdowns, whatever. And he's a nice player, and everybody's like, "Oh, look, it's Joe Smith. He plays tight end for the Bulldogs."
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere. He's not even getting a free agent invite to an NFL camp. But if he pays attention to what the hell he's doing, in a couple of years, he walks across the stage and flips the tassel on his mortarboard, and he gets this little thing that's called a Bachelor of Science, and it says University of Georgia, and now he's got a career.
Yeah, man. I know. I want to look real quick at let's take a look at the Aggies in Texas A&M. I know. I mean, I don't really hate him. I mean, they beat us this year. Jimbo said he was going to do it, and he did it. If I recall, there were some recruits at College Station watching that game. One like this, Walter Nolan. He is nationally ranked number 2 in this entire signing class. He's the top defensive lineman. He's the top player in the state of Tennessee. I think we talked a little bit about him at the start of the show.
Is this the kid A&M's after?
Yes, he is committed. He committed on November 6th, and that was already after that Bama game. But I'll tell you what, A&M has a lot of depth on the defensive side of the ball. They have a lot of great talent. They've lost some key guys here or there, but they got quite a bit. They got this 5-star receiver too, Evan Stewart. He just committed like a week ago. They have a lot coming in, and this is where the point I'm trying to get at with this is, even though Jimbo did what he said he was going to do and beat Nick Saban, these are the teams. And Jeff, I know that you want to sit there and say, watch out for, and Jeff left. Hold on. Let me get him back. I got Ugga Boy in here. But anyway, so Jeff sits there and he says, watch out for Alabama, 22, 23, 24. But then I also kind of, as much as I want to say that, and as a fan, I want to brag and gloat, you got to watch out for a team like A&M and, of course, Georgia, because it's one of those, Bama's not going away, but also the more they're not going away, you also look at all these other recruits and recruiting classes in the SEC. Other teams aren't going away either. In fact, they're getting better. So, and A&M, I'm not saying they're going to, start beating Alabama or anything, but I think they definitely have a case to make going forward to where Jimbo's putting this team on a consistent, competitive level.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, so because Texas A&M with Jimbo Fisher's done it, right? They beat Alabama.
Yeah, they did their job.
Right, and they may not do it every year, but if you go to Georgia, I'll be honest with you, that's a team right there that hasn't beat Alabama yet. So yeah, the recruiting's stronger when it comes to Georgia, but not to A&M. That makes sense?
Yeah, I think so. And again, like I've mentioned this week, and I've talked with Ugga Boy and I talk on the phone all the time, and we've talked about this. And I say this, it doesn't matter. Like A&M could get these 5 stars right here, but what good is it to get a 5 or 4-star? What good is it to get a player? Forget star rating. What good is it to get a certain player that a lot of people think is going to be a game-changing player if you don't put them on the field and play them? Or you do, and you just don't work with him the way you might need to work with him. Because, you can't coach every player the same. They got to fit the system. You got to find their skill set, put it all together. Some coaches can do that. Some coaches can't. I've seen Jimbo be able to do it. But the point I'll make is this. Yeah, A&M is 3rd in the SEC. They're 3rd in the nation right now, right? They got all these 5 stars and all these commits and everything like that. But just like I'll even say it for Alabama, any team out there, don't care how many 5 stars, if you don't put them on the field and let them play, but also you don't coach them and put them in the right system, what good is it? And I've even seen 3-star athletes turn out to be star. Mac Jones was a 3-star recruit. Look what he did last year. Davey O'Brien, Johnny Unitas, Heisman finalist. He was a 3-star walk-on quarterback from Jacksonville, Florida. He was at one point when he first got in, I think the 4th string, and we had a guy left, and he was 3rd string behind Jalen and Tua. So, star ratings, yeah, they're a big deal, but, don't count out, like a 3-star athlete or whatever. I've seen this Jaden Scarlett guy. He's really, really talented. He's big. He's 6'2", 265 pounds. Right?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Good.
Stars matter, But if you can't get on the field and do what you're supposed to do or ball out, I mean, stars, you're not going to be nothing. I mean, but if you go out there and prove your talent and everything, then maybe you'll live up to being a 3 or 4 or 5 star. We see it all the time, Ballard, that a 3-star sometimes can turn out to be almost a 5-star somehow when he gets in college. He'll be balling out.
Yeah. I mean, we had, Alabama's had quite a few of them. They had a top. Do you remember Blake Barnett?
Yep, I sure do.
He signed with Alabama, and I believe he was a 5-star, wasn't he? He was like a 4 or 5-star. He was good. He was talented. But I don't know where it went wrong, but his first game with the Tide was in 2016 in the opener against USC. And he was struggling. It wasn't looking too great. So what did Nick Saban do? He put what?
It looked like he was stage fright. I don't know.
Yeah, like he didn't know what to do with the ball. But anyway, going into it, Bama has this quarterback. He was one of the best in high school that year. He comes in and he looked like a deer in headlights, like he didn't know what to do. So Nick Saban benched him, and a 4-star quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And y'all know how much I love Jalen Hurts. A lot of people say that he can't throw the ball. He can now. He's definitely improved, of course. And he really struggled throwing the ball in 2017, and even some in 2016 he struggled a bit. But that guy came in and made Blake Barnett look like he just needs to be a water boy. I mean, seriously, the guy that we expected to be amazing and great was not amazing and great. And I'm sure Georgia's had some players like that with Kirby. I mean, not all of your 5-stars end up looking all that good. Mostly, yes. But also, I mean, I know part of it is, a coaching thing going on, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, Carson Beck, I think, was a 4-star coming in. He's had 5 quarterbacks in front of him at Georgia. He look at Jacob Eason. Say what you want. Not going to get into the Jacob Eason, Jake Fromm deal, but he got outbeat. And even though Jacob Eason got drafted to, coming out of Washington, some would say that he still could have done better. But that's another story, I guess, for another day. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Ballard. They come and go, and you got to produce on the field. And I don't care if you're a 5-star or 1-star. If you're not going out there doing it, you're going to be benched.
Yeah. For sure, man.
What's up with this guy that you were talking about off the air here with me about the Florida State flip to Jackson State?
Yes. So Travis Hunter is the number 1 prospect, or recruit, I should say. So Travis Hunter is the top corner, really the top recruit in this year's class. He committed to Florida State, had offers from teams like A&M and Bama, Georgia, all of these teams right here. He had offers from almost everybody in the country. And he signs with Deion Sanders. He's not even in the Power 5. This is the top guy in this year's class. And I think they were saying for the first time ever in history or whatever, an FCS school assigned a number 1 recruit.
That's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
I mean this is a guy that, is going to play for a coach. And so if Deion Sanders, let's just say, for example, next year a job comes open, this seems like a guy that would be in the transfer portal because to me, the only reason why I think he would do that and make a massive move would because of Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, Jackson State, I don't think he came there for anything else. I mean, I'm just going to be honest.
I was watching this morning. I follow quite a bit of Penn State stuff. My grandparents are Penn State fans. So, as a family thing, I keep up with them and everything. I like the coach, in James Franklin. A lot of people are saying that he needs to be gone. I don't know. But okay, let's look at what they've done so far. Nicholas Singleton is a 4-star running back. They picked him up. They got a five-star quarterback, third in his state. He's from Ohio. He's the 4th overall quarterback in this year's class. He has signed with Penn State. They have picked up some key guys, a lot of 4-stars, a lot of talent. The number 31 wide receiver. They got this defensive back, Mekhi Flowers. He's 6th in his position, 4th in the state of Pennsylvania. This might be one of James Franklin's best classes yet. And I know he's going to have a lot of young talent next year. But let's go back 6 years when they won the Big Ten, which they have yet to do again, let alone win the division. I think with the talent they have coming back next year, plus some of these guys, I think Penn State will be in a position where if they can get it together and fix the coaching staff a little bit, could this be the class? Could this be the time for them to maybe get past Ohio State, Michigan, and all the other Big Ten East teams, and at the very least win the East? And I mean, at what point do you look at James Franklin and say, why can't you do this for us? This is why we hired you. And I mean, seriously.
Well, maybe, with him hiring Manny Diaz as the new defensive coordinator, maybe this they needed. Maybe it was the defense. I don't know. But James Franklin seems to always have good talent no matter where he goes. Ever since he's been a head coach, actually, at Vanderbilt, produced some good players there. But with that being said, I think Penn State has a good class. Again, it's not really a big sexy class, I guess, when it comes to 5 stars. But he's got some talent. I really do. I think he's got
but I mean, even like we said, like we were just talking about too, like the star ratings mean nothing if you can't go out and show it. And we see 3 and even 4-star guys look really, really good. I mean, they got this linebacker here who's a 3-star. He's 6'2", 210, Keon Wiley. KJ Winston is a safety. And I'm glad that you mentioned Manny Diaz. I didn't really think much about it, but him being the defensive coordinator, a great defensive mind, has had great talent. I think he could be the key, which the defense for Penn State has not really been much of the issue, although the secondary play has been up and down inconsistent. I think they just needed a guy to get in there and tell the players and lock it down and get it straightened out and just have consistency. I think if you bring in these talented players that they've signed, they're going to be young next year, but you bring that in, you bring in Manny Diaz, and just overall, I mean, they got a lot of depth too, man. I think Penn State, it might take them a few years, but they might get back on track to winning the Big Ten and possibly find their time for a playoff spot in a couple years. But we'll see what happens, man. But like you mentioned with Manny Diaz, I mean, that's a huge pickup, plus all of these recruits and everything. I mean, this is the time for James Franklin, I think, going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Manny Diaz, regardless of what you think of him as a head coach, he was a really good defensive coordinator, even going back to Mississippi State. I remember 2015, they were undefeated, Mississippi State was. Had an outstanding year when he was there as defensive coordinator. And yeah, I don't know, man. I really like Manny Diaz. I think that's a great pickup.
I think so too. And quite honestly, I mean, he's an amazing defensive mind. Maybe he could be a successful head coach consistently somewhere out there. But it was clear though. I mean, it just didn't seem like it was Miami. But him going to Penn State, as I mentioned, being the defensive coordinator, Penn State is a defensive school historically and has been. I mean, their defense has never really faltered. It's just been a lack of, I think really when they lose close games and everything, the offense, when the game's on the line, and the coaching there has been a key issue. But overall, I like the pickup for Manny Diaz going to Penn State. I think he's going to do some great things with the guys that they already have. And as I mentioned, with all the players that they have signed today and so far, and even on offense, they look pretty good. But I mean, you're talking about getting the 8th overall defensive lineman. You got the 11th offensive tackle on the offensive side, Christian Driver, 18 overall safety. That's not too bad for where Penn State is. They have some guys coming in. They already have enough talent as well. I think depth and Manny Diaz and just overall, I mean, because I mean, it's not like their defense is terrible, but I'll tell you what, man, bring in the recruits you got today, bring in Manny Diaz, and it's going to be something amazing going forward. And I think Penn State is going to do some big things in the Big Ten in the near future.
Yep. I think they're on the right road to success, and hopefully, you know, for Penn State fans, they can keep it going.
For sure. Let's see. Pick a
You know, in a whole, you know, it's not just Ohio State. Look at Michigan now. Michigan State's getting a little better now with Mel Tucker. So there's a competition. I wouldn't just necessarily say they could, you know, it's not just about getting over Ohio State. They got some competition on the rise now in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And see, with Michigan doing so well, I mean, I'm sure they're balling it out in recruiting today.
Nigel Kelly is a defensive lineman here. 4-star. 247 says a lot of people say 100% he's going to Miami. But again, as we mentioned, well, no, because you got to think who's coming for Miami, you know, as the head coach. That's the thing. And I've been talking about it. Miami could be flipping some guys. The top team, even it might say 100% Miami, but I mean, it starts with Florida State right here for Nigel Kelly. I mean, and they got to change this because I know that does say Mario Cristobal. I thought that still said Manny Diaz. My bad. But Mario Cristobal, man, we've talked quite a bit about it. Him coming in for Miami. This could be a huge day. And this, you know, I think the coaching change at Miami will definitely change the recruiting impact. And who knows? I mean, maybe some guys that have considered that still have yet to sign. They've signed quite a bit today. But maybe some guys out there that haven't signed with a team yet that have considered Miami could ultimately go to Miami. But, I mean, there's still plenty of time left in the day. We'll just have to wait and see.
Real fast, I got something here. Ballard, 4-star, you know, Tanner Bailey. I know I keep talking about him, so I apologize. His
That's
college list is Indiana. Well, he was at Oregon, but he decommitted, so I'm curious where he's going to go today. But he's also got Alabama, Auburn, and Duke. That's been offered. So this is a 4-star quarterback out of Gordo High School in Alabama. It's not a really popular town or anything, but apparently this quarterback can sling it, and evidently he's really good.
Oh, yeah.
I know he was talking about wanting to follow Mario Cristobal, but I don't see no offer for Miami. I mean, it's possible. I guess he could flip him at the last minute. But, you know, I doubt that he'll go to Akron there with Joe Moorhead. That was also recruiting. So, anyway, with that being said, I thought because you're an Alabama fan, he also has Auburn on the list with Bo Nix transferring. It'll be interesting to see, you know, if they can land him, what can happen in the next couple of years with him.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, who knows? I mean, Duke, I mean, I know it's not the greatest team to go to, but, I mean, there with Mike Elko, he's the new head coach there, was at Texas A&M. Who knows? Maybe he'll flip him, get him to come over there.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying this guy here. I've heard of him. I've watched his highlights. He's a wide receiver, got great hands, good size, good speed. 6'2", 180. He's a receiver named Armani Winfield. He's from Louisville, Texas. This year's class, of course. He is 37th in the state of Texas in his rakes. He's overall the 172nd player. He's committed. I guess he's committed to Texas. He's gotten offers from Bama, LSU, Texas, Michigan State, and Baylor. But I mean, this is a key guy to look out for. And again, like I mentioned, I mean, it's not always about the 5 stars. I mean, you see 3 stars have amazing careers. Sometimes 5 stars are bust. The star ratings just kind of give you a little insight as to, like, as of right now, this is how good we think this player is. So, I mean, but.
So who's on top right now? Like, do you have the complete list, like the order right this second?
You talked about the team rankings?
Yes.
Currently, you guys are on top.
Oh, wow. Where's Alabama?
They're second. So Georgia currently leading Alabama. They got 26 commits. They got 4 5-stars, 15 4-stars, and 7 3-stars. Alabama's at 21. They got 3 5-stars, 16 4-stars, and 2 3-stars. But I'll tell you what, you got to understand this. Number 3 is A&M. They have 22 commits. That's 1 more than Alabama. Alabama, I mentioned, has 3 5-stars. A&M has 4 of them. Where Alabama, ultimately, I guess it's all about the points. I don't know how they determine points. It might be because they have an extra 4-star. When you look at it here, if you can see that, 16 and 15 in the 4-star category. 16 for Bama, 15 for A&M.
Yeah, I'm surprised Texas A&M's third. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised at that too. But I'll be honest. You know, you look at Jimbo Fisher, to see them maybe top 5's a bit much, but top 10 class, that's marginal for them. But number 3, and they're above teams like Ohio State and Texas. And I mean, look, the teams outside of Georgia and Bama, first off, I want to see Clemson's all the way down here at 17. Tennessee's ahead of Clemson. How sad is this? First off, I mean,
could this be the drop-off for Dabo Swinney?
What'd you say?
Could be a huge drop-off for Dabo Swinney, you know? I mean, we talked about coaches leaving, but good grief. I mean, 17th? Wow.
Yeah, man, it's rough.
I mean, I guess Brett Venables and everybody was really the main recruiters there at Clemson.
Yeah.
Has Clemson even named a new, like, a OC, a DC, or anything like that?
I think so. Let me double check with that.
Because I was going to say that could be a big deal, because they don't know who's actually going to coach them if they do commit.
Well, they don't have a long term, I don't think. Well, hold on. Brandon Streeter, this was like 24 hours ago they released this. This is ShakinTheSouthland.com. Says that Brandon Streeter has been named the new offensive coordinator replacing Tony Elliott. He's been the offensive coordinator at places like Liberty and Richmond. And then he then for the past 7 years, he was the quarterback's coach at Clemson. So he knows the system, I guess. I mean, they trust him. And then it looks like Dabo Swinney has decided to go the co-defensive coordinator route. Oh, God. Wes Godwin and Mickey Kahn.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
doing
got
what Kirby's doing.
2 defensive coordinators.
Yeah, that's what Kirby Smart and Georgia's going to do going into next year. Man, I guess that's the new theme.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's what you remember. Isn't that what LSU did? Or they did it for their offense because they had Ensminger and Joe Brady. But
Right.
co-coordinators, I think, it's interesting. I don't know if I want to say it's bad or not, but I mean, I guess as long as those guys get along, plus not every coordinator is the exact same mind. Like they have something that this other guy don't have. You can put it all together, and you could probably get the perfect pairing for your defense or your offense or whatever, wherever you have co-coordinators.
Okay, so you're telling me on the SEC network right now that Vanderbilt is the number 33 class in 2022 class rankings?
Are you serious?
Holy Jack. What in
the
the
hell?
world? This is crazy.
They're
This
where?
is a team that was on life support in 2021. Yeah, it's on
Hold
SEC
on.
network now.
They got 24 commitments, all 3 stars. Dude, they're ranked higher than teams like Oregon and Cincinnati, Iowa. Holy cow. The
this is
fact
the
that they're in
second-
the top, the fact that they're a top 40 class for Vandy and Clark Lee, this is big.
Yeah, it says the
What?
second highest ranking class of ESPN 300 era,
Oh my
22nd
gosh.
since 2013.
Crazy.
Wow.
How?
They went. There's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, man, but Vanderbilt was god awful, man.
They are literally one of the forgotten programs in college football. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Well, if you're just now waking up, Vanderbilt is number 33 in the freaking rankings.
Merry Christmas and a happy National Signing Day to you. Oh, look. Okay. See, this is what happens. Well, I don't know, but I mentioned how interesting it would be if guys would flip to Miami today. They currently only have 7 commits. 7.
Wow.
And they're at 69. Now, again, a lot could happen. Maybe there's some guys out there that have considered Miami and maybe have seen the downfall of Manny Diaz, and now they look at Mario Cristobal and they say, you know what? I'll go for it. I looked at this a little earlier, but they're 12th in the ACC. They're 69 overall. Kamari Rogers is a corner, 4-star, not too bad. He's 6 feet tall, 165 pounds. That's a pretty good size. Wesley Asante is a linebacker. Chris Graves. They got a quarterback, go figure, and Ja'Curry Brown, who's from Valdosta, Georgia. He's a 4-star. He's 6'4", 205. They really don't have a lot, but there's 7 players that have signed a letter of intent, and that's it. There's literally 7 players, and nobody else is really on the radar, I guess. I mean, this is insane. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. 7 freaking players.
Yeah.
And how many can they sign? What, 20 something?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to step aside real quick, man. You entertain the people or like keep up with the news, whatever you find.
Okay, I will. But yeah, guys, I mean, Vanderbilt's 33. What do y'all think about what's going on in the recruiting? It's crazy, man. He just talked about Miami. Miami's coming in. With Mario Cristobal, I figured they would have a strong signing day, but evidently they're not. Pretty disappointing.
don't really know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with you guys when it comes to the recruiting and everything. See, look at the comments here in the chat. We got Johnny Ozark, Nate DeGroot. What's up, Nate? He said, "Where's Michigan?" Let me see if I can help you out with that. So I apologize. Y'all come in if you want to. I don't know if Crimson Brave, Traveling Fools. I don't know if you guys are still in the comments or still here, but if you are, what's up? And tell me what you think about your team, where your team's ranked at. Again, I'm working on the Michigan deal. Nate. A typical Gump. He says roll tide. Look, go Dogs, man. Zay Green. Maybe these are old comments, but I'm just like trying to go through the comments here, trying to entertain y'all. I was looking on TV here to see if I can find. I thought ESPNU did it. Y'all give me just a second. I'm trying to see if I can. Is it on ESPNU? Y'all let me know. I'm trying to see if I can find it on TV. See what's going on. No? ESPNU's got college basketball on. Yeah. The ESPNU's not doing it. I figured they did. Maybe they just do it for the big national signing day. Guess I'll keep it on the SEC now, or the SEC network, should I say. I wonder what Ole Miss is doing. Let's see. They're showing Ole Miss on the bottom of the screen here. But yeah, so a lot of shockers, a lot of up and downs for some teams. Very interesting, to be honest with you. Figure Georgia, Alabama will be up there. But again, Tennessee is having a strong showing from what I heard from Ballard earlier. So that's kind of good. I figured Josh Heupel, will bring in some really good recruits, especially offensively and whatnot. See, Auburn, they're showing Auburn right now. Oh, wow. Auburn has the 17th overall, 7th in the SEC class rank right now. Their top recruiter is a OLB, Robert Woodyard, and the number 130 in the ESPN 300 rankings. Auburn has 18 commits, ESPN 300. They have 6, offense 6, defense 10, and 2 of ATST. Looking for your comments. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting no comments here. Chris, let's see. All right. If anybody's listening, please in the comments say hey. But yeah, Auburn's number 17 in the 2022 class rankings. Again, they have 18 commits, 6 ESPN 300 commits, 10 4-stars, and 7 3-stars. That's big for Auburn. Brian Harsin in the second season. Breaking news. Alabama is back to number 1. Ole Miss moves up to the latest signing day. Okay, well, Alabama is now number 1. The Alabama has just passed Georgia and the rankings. According to ESPN, I just got an alert. Okay, right now we got number 1, Alabama, number 2, Georgia, 3, Texas A&M, 4, Texas. How about that, baby? The Longhorns up to number 4, 5, Ohio State, 6, Notre Dame, 7, Penn State, 8, North Carolina, 9th, Michigan. Nate the Great, Michigan is number 9. Woohoo! 10, Missouri. Holy mess. Okay, so Ballard, I don't know where you're at, but we've got to get this straight. You are kidding me. Missouri at number 10, 11, Oklahoma, 12, Stanford, 13, Kentucky, 14, Clemson. Clemson moved up. 15, Michigan State, 16, South Carolina.
All right. Whoa. Can you hear me? You there, man? Hold on. Let me see something.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hold on. Let me see something.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you there. No, boy. I don't know what went on. But it looks like, see, I was using my phone, but at the same time, like, I don't know. StreamYard on the computer has been crazy. I can hear. Okay. I had the site muted. The problem with what StreamYard's doing is my camera's not working. Okay, you there?
Okay, dude. Sorry, I don't know what y'all heard, and I apologize if I went out. Okay, so I just got some breaking news.
Yeah.
Alabama just moved to number 1. They have passed Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we've had some
Whoa.
teams slipping, but get this, and I am not stuttering when I say this, Ballard. Missouri
What?
is number 10 in the nation in rankings right now.
I call BS on that. Hold on.
Dude, I got the – hold on. Here's the full complete. Okay, we got – get Texas is number 4, but I want to show you there's another one that –
hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish real quick.
Nate the Great, Michigan's number 9. I've seen that in the comments. Number 10's Missouri. 11's Oklahoma. 12th Stanford. Oh, it's about to get better, sir. Guess who?
I know.
Guess who is it? Okay, I know that they're at 24, but Rutgers is 24th right now.
What? Rutgers?
Yeah.
What the heck is that? I mean, I know who it is. Don't get it wrong. But
yeah.
You get it? Like, what?
Georgia Tech's 28.
Georgia Tech?
29th Mississippi State. I mean, come on, man.
Hold on. Where'd you say Michigan was?
Number 9.
Nate, top 10?
Yep.
Heck yeah, baby.
Woo, buddy. Let's go. My man.
Hey, at least we're ahead of Tennessee.
A lot of people.
I mean, I'm actually surprised that Tennessee's ahead of Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
But I respect what Heupel's doing at Tennessee, but although I'm not a Tennessee fan, but I'm a fan of his coaching.
Yeah.
But,
so let me go to team rankings. Let's share this with everybody. What's up, Zay Green?
sorry.
Oh, it still won't let me share screen. Why? It was letting me. I wonder if there's just glitches or whatever with. I don't know. Anyway.
Did you hear me? Jackson State. I know they're number 50, but that's still impressive.
Wait, are they Division I though?
You believe so?
NC State is number 50. Are you looking on 247? What are you looking at?
No, ESPN. It's all on ESPN. They gave me the rankings. Let me see if I can send it to you.
Do 247 because they're pretty accurate.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. I just got carried away with Missouri being at number 10. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Okay. I just sent it to you, Ballard, but you may want to look over there, like he said.
What happened to him? Oh.
Let me see.
So.
Yeah, how do you access the ESPN? Because I've only ever been able to see the
I usually just search it up. But
The only reason why I got it is because it came up breaking news and I clicked on it and that's what I just sent you. So I don't know. Because I tried to find it earlier when we were talking and I couldn't find it until it just popped up.
Let me see. Let's go to the homepage. Let's go to.
Well, see, now they're showing Tennessee at number 10 and Missouri's not even. Oh, that's the SEC recruiting. My bad. Anyway, yeah, you're right. That's right. Why is Florida NR in recruiting?
Are you serious?
It says Florida's NR on the SEC network, like they're dead last out of all the SEC schools.
They're 77.
Wow.
They have 8 commits. I bet some of them are like kickers. I don't know. But oh, here it is. Best of National Signing Day 2021 commitments analysis rankings and more. This is what they try to update throughout the day, I'm sure. So it looks like they last updated 33 minutes ago. Three-star offensive lineman Valentha Carswell, better known as Flip, signed with Ole Miss after committing to Miami.
hey, quick question for you about it. Now I know this is signing day, but did you hear that Scott Frost has hired the office coordinator from Pittsburgh? And,
Really?
Yeah, and defensive coordinator from Chicago Bears.
Oh,
Wow.
So I mean, hopefully they do better, but they need to recruit better talent than just in Nebraska. But that's all I was gonna say. That's all.
Huh.
But go ahead.
Zay Green says we need to start JT. I'm assuming he's talking about JT Daniels. Even on recruiting day, we're still hollering for JT. Huh?
Well, here's the thing. Like Lou said, or other people say, just start JT. You mean he might be rusty because he hasn't started a game since, I don't know.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say. If you start JT for the Orange Bowl, he's gonna be rusty at first, and it's probably not gonna be pretty because
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah, but you got a couple of weeks. Maybe they can knock the rust off of him if you are going to play him.
But the likely choice is probably going to be Stetson, but who knows?
Yeah.
But the overall Christmas present for Georgia is JT Daniels playing.
Alabama quarterback pledge Ty Simpson set to enroll early and will practice for bowl season.
What?
Yep, posted yesterday on Roll Tide Wire USA Today. I guess he was on Tide 100.9 yesterday. He was on Ryan Fowler's The Game, and I guess he was interviewed and he said something about it.
So, how is Michigan's quarterback situation moving forward in recruiting, Nate? If anybody knows it, it's you.
It's doing good. I mean, in 2023 class, I think Dante Moore is the highly recruited quarterback right now in 2024, or somewhere around there. But he has Michigan's top 3, and although Michigan has already 2 good quarterbacks right now, I will rather start Cade and JJ, but I think JJ's more committed to Michigan that he's not going to transfer. I don't think he's going to transfer because he likes the team, Michigan. And the only reason he went there to win national championships.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of nervous for next season, but kind of not really. But I just hopefully we get the same amount of time we had this year. So,
Well, I think y'all doing better, than y'all have in the past. Obviously, being in the college football playoff, that's going to help you as well.
yeah.
And being number 9 is still not bad. I mean, teams that it's the top 10 thing. It just because you're not in the top 5 doesn't mean anything. Who knows? Michigan may still end up at the end of the day. They may be in the top 5, but
yeah. I mean, yeah. If we have like, I want to get more pretty. I wouldn't say pretty, but pretty, really good recruiters that can recruit really good talent. Like say, for example, for like a makeup guy, but let's say Xavier Williamson, or I just made it up, but he's a 5-star and whatever, from Santa Clara, California, and that's just made up character. But I want more 5-star talent than any other. I mean, I think teams want that too, but I mean, I just want more talent that can develop more into a powerhouse, like Georgia or Ohio State or Bama. We're just Michigan's going out there, but I want more talent. That's all.
Yeah. Cade Klubnik this morning officially signed with Clemson. He's a 5-star quarterback. He's actually the top quarterback in the class.
Cool.
But he officially signed. He committed back, I don't know when, but it was around the time when, like Brock Vandagriff and, Georgia, and then, of course, the Ty Simpson thing with Alabama. He's 6'2", 186 is his size. Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's up, Zay Green in the comments? Said Nate the Great and Stennett is trash. That's okay. Oh, I guess Nate fell off for a second or something.
No, he's back in. I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, well, I was just sitting here looking around.
It's the wrong button. What are we gonna say?
I was just saying that Zay Green was shouting you out in the comments, and of course, everybody's saying Stetson Bennett's trash. So.
Yeah, I mean he is, but I'm just saying, although he's trash, but he can be consistent sometimes. But yes, he's trash. Do you agree with that? You can be consistent by times or sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta deal with the bad throws to get to the good throws.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Mean, he did threw a lot of good throws during the season, but probably not Bama. I mean,
well, see, according to 247, Vanderbilt's 31st.
What the? Wait, what?
Yep.
No way.
That's what I was saying earlier.
So are they? Oh my God. Florida's last.
Yeah, Florida's last. They have an NR.
Oh,
they're dead last in recruiting.
That's hilarious. I mean, you don't think Napier's gonna, You don't think he can pull anything out this week?
It'd be hilarious if I know it ain't gonna happen, but it would be hilarious if Florida fired him just because he couldn't recruit or some bull crap.
I mean,
But
it's
it ain't gonna
possible.
He
happen.
couldn't even last 2 weeks at the job.
Yeah, he didn't get more than 3 weeks, and they fired him.
Oh my god, dude! Florida's actually dead last. Oh my gosh! How could they possibly?
Because they didn't recruit. Because Dan Mullen didn't recruit.
Do me a favor. Can you find out where Arkansas is? I mean, I got it pulled up here. I can look, but
I think it's
I want
25th.
to see. I want to see where they're at.
Last time I saw it's 25th.
Arkansas. Let me look here.
18. They're right
Oh,
behind
close.
Clemson and Tennessee. They're at number 18, and they got 21 players. That's not bad. That's not bad for Arkansas.
Mm-mm.
Michigan State and Mel Tucker are right there at number 20.
Yep.
Mm.
They got 5 4-stars and 17 3-stars.
You talk about Arky?
Michigan State, and they have 0 5-stars. It's Michigan State. Rutgers is 26th. I don't know how.
Well, because Greg Schiano, I will say.
Let's see. Maryland's 27th.
Yeah.
19 commits, 4 4-stars, and 15 3-stars. Again, this is on 247 Sports.
Yeah. I don't know what other website I'd trust for it, honestly.
Right.
I do
would
look
think-
at rivals too, like rivals.
I wish ESPN had one poll, so whether if it's on ESPN, it don't matter who does it. I wish everybody had the same poll, just one poll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way, it's not confusing or anything. Yeah, I thought they had better coverage than this on TV because I thought ESPNU. I guess it's the national because I know this is early signing day. But I thought they did it for both. Where they had everything on the TV, the screen, and they
do
were
it
talking about it.
They do it for both, I think. They should.
Well, I can't find any. The only national signing day I found is on ESPN network, and most of it they're just showing SEC. So it's hard for me to keep up, like with Michigan or whoever, which is kind of aggravating because I was kind of interesting to see what everybody else was going to do. I mean, the Big Ten may have it, like their own networks and talk about it, but I don't know. There's Marcus Spears. He's on Sports Center. Not that it matters, I guess, but
I do like Marcus Spears. When he calls out Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah,
that's funny as hell.
What's that other guy's name?
Which one?
Oh gosh, the other guy got. They used to both be on there.
Max.
I know Booger McFarland.
Oh,
what happened to him?
Oh crap! I don't know. Honestly.
I think they moved around probably to the NFL. But whatever happened to Peter Burns this year? On the SEC now.
He's filled in for Feinbaum when Feinbaum's out.
So he's just like a backup, basically. That's it. He's not on TV no more.
I don't know if he's on anything. I like Peter Burns though.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I think he was a really good host.
Oh yeah. I don't know what he's on though. I don't know where he went.
I guess I'll just have to keep it on the SEC network. I don't see nothing, man. TV. I guess we're just gonna have to look at the rankings on the 247.
Yeah.
Do you know when they update it, or just every now and then, or
Every
what?
now and then, it's not an automatic, I don't think.
Well, they're saying Georgia's back on top now.
I should look at later. I should look at maybe some of the Bama highlights of the recruits and maybe react to them.
Yeah, it was updated at 1:34 p.m. Central Time. Georgia's back on top. Alabama's second. I don't know. Georgia has 5 stars, 4 stars, or excuse me, 15 4 stars. Alabama has 3 5 stars. Let's see. So let me see. I'm just trying to see if I can click on it. So y'all got any big tight ends? Hold on, let's see here. Alabama.
I don't know.
Got Jermaiah Alexander.
Yes, Jeremiah Alexander.
Tyler
That's right.
Booker. Oh, he was from IMG Academy. What's his position, though? I see his weight and his height. Oh, he's offensive tackle. Okay, I see it on the side. Okay, so Jeremiah, I don't know why I can't pronounce it right. Alexander, he's an edge. So that's a good pickup. He's 6'2", and he's 235 pounds.
Yeah. There's some big guys they picked up. You mentioned the tight ends. Elijah Brown is 6'5", 230. We signed him. We signed this Sean Murphy. He's a linebacker from Virginia, 6'2", 215.
How about this running back y'all recruited out of Hartford, Alabama?
Emmanuel Henderson.
Henderson.
I'm excited for him, man.
He's 6'1", 185 pounds. Wow. So he's a big boy.
There are currently 5 guys we're waiting on, though. Ty Simpson, 5-star quarterback out of Martin, Tennessee. Jaheim Otis is a 4-star defensive lineman out of Columbia, Missouri. Jaleel Skinner is from Bradenton, Florida. He goes to IMG Academy. He's a 4-star tight end. And then Kobe Prentice is from Calera, Alabama. He's a receiver. He's 4-star. And then we're waiting on a 4-star Walter Bobb, who's a defensive lineman from Lafayette, Louisiana. So that's what's left.
Dude, that Walter Bobb guy, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I got carried away, man, because this guy's 6'4", 245 pounds is Walter Bobb. Wow.
Yeah, I was just saying, we got 4 commits that could still sign if they want to. But plus maybe possible flips. I mean, because we see it all the time. It's not like these players get offers from schools. The hats are in front of them. It is 100% up to them where they go to school at. If they don't want to go to Bama, they don't go to Bama. If they don't want to go to Georgia, they go somewhere else. I mean, it happens. So does Bama maybe flip a few guys in addition to the 4 that they might possibly get? I mean, it's even possible none of those guys go to Alabama, although I doubt it. I think we'll at least get 1 or 2 of them. I'm telling you, I hope we can get Ty Simpson. I'm excited for this quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I was sitting here looking at. He looks like he's a pretty good quarterback.
Have you watched his film?
I haven't, but I was going to see if I can watch it while I was talking to you guys.
I can find some for you.
Yeah, this guy right here, Ty Simpson, he's 6'2", he weighs 185 pounds. He's from Westview. Yeah, he's definitely a 5-star recruit for sure.
He only recently got his 5th star, I think. Here,
Yeah, he's from Martins, Tennessee.
you watching this?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this man. Look at these linemen coming at him. Look at this.
See, that's what you want in a quarterback.
He's got some good speed on him. Look, I mean, it's amazing right there how he just gets away from the defenders. Like he might as well have told his O-line, "Hey, let him through. I got this." He probably did. I don't know. Like, this is gonna be on YouTube. Look at this. There's like 5 different guys right there.
Yeah. That's impressive. Wow, you kidding me?
Yeah,
No
man.
way.
Oh my gosh.
My gosh. Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence 2.0.
Okay, because somehow Georgia get him somehow, some way.
No, you don't do that. We steal from you. You got Brock Vandergriff, Gunnar Stockton, deal with it.
Yeah, well, this
guy is awesome. Look at this. And he's got good receivers that play with him too. I don't know any of their names, but his receivers have some good speed on them. Look at this. Good protection there. O-line throws. He's a gunslinging quarterback right there, man.
And guys, this is Ty Simpson.
Yep.
He's an Alabama commit, but they still haven't signed him yet. But more than likely, they will. Yeah, this quarterback's good, man.
My goodness.
Yeah, that other play impressed me big time.
Which one?
That
the one where he's running away from the pressure?
Yeah. The first one was good, but that
scrambler.
second one was unbelievable.
His arm and 1, 2, 3. I mean, his ball placement and accuracy and just the whip of his arm when he throws it. I mean, it's amazing. The spiral and everything. This is a playmaking quarterback. You know? Whoa!
You kidding me?
Did you watch that?
Yep. Are you kidding me?
You think seeing this, it's like, oh, you added in a play where he got sacked for a loss.
I thought he was sacked.
Why would you put in a play where he gets sacked? But look at this. Look, there's no way he's getting away from this. I don't know how he got I don't know how he did that. What is this? Oh, USCC teams are screwed. Y'all are done.
Wow.
Dude, that's awesome. You want Georgia to steal this, man.
All right, I got to look up Ty Simpson. What other scholarships does he have offered? Like, okay, we know he's an Alabama commit.
Yeah, so he's from Martin, Tennessee. He has gotten all kinds of different, like, he's gotten so many offers. Arkansas, Arizona State, Auburn, Baylor, Clemson, Duke, Florida State. Georgia offered him. Georgia Tech offered him. Indiana, Kansas.
Yeah, but Georgia's probably.
What team did not offer this man? Now,
Yeah,
okay. Now I'm looking at interest. The only one on here that did not offer him that he has interest in is South Carolina. Any other team on here, like Louisville, LSU, Memphis, Michigan State, whatever. I mean, like, he's got a few.
Yeah, he's
Michigan
got a lot
State's
of.
not. I meant Mississippi State, but you get the point. I mean, a lot of different.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it. Yeah, it's unbelievable. He's got a major big list. I think it's like 30-something schools.
Yeah. What's up, Zay? All right.
Yeah, he's got a massive recruiting list. This guy's obviously the real deal. Yeah,
Oh
this
my
guy. Yeah, I can see why you're happy about him.
Are you?
Yeah,
Are you
I
sitting
honestly,
there? I know what you're thinking. Just say it. Screw Gunner Stockton.
Yeah.
Can we flip this guy?
Yeah, but
And
it's
I
not going to
swear if
happen.
you
I hate
do-
to say it, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you're right. I'm sitting here thinking, why are we recruiting Gunnar Stockman, a 4-star recruit, when this guy has about every offer in the tank? Ty Simpson, and what we just saw is unbelievable, mind blowing. Just off one video, probably for 2 or 3 minutes, however long it was. And look, he's already got me wanting him to come to Georgia already.
Oh, no.
Okay. Is that you or me? Am I echoing?
That was mine. I had it. I had the feed on Facebook playing back.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, this guy's unbelievable. Yeah, God almighty, man. Bryce Young just won the Heisman. How is this? This ain't fair, man. Alabama's getting all the quarterbacks.
And now you got to deal with Ty Simpson in a year.
Oh my gosh. And God knows what the backup quarterback y'all have now can do. What's his name?
Ty Simpson.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the number 17 guy, the backup.
Jalen Milroe. You talking
And
about
then,
who we have now?
Yeah, who's the holder, 17?
Oh, Paul Tyson.
Paul Tyson, that's right. So you got Paul Tyson, then you're about to pick up this kid, and God knows who else. Man, this ain't right. I tell you one thing, man.
Braxton
This goes
Barker too.
Yeah, and this goes to show you that Nick Saban is just that good, man. I mean, he really is, and it kills you if Nick Saban's not your head coach. It really does, because he is just all good in all areas.
Gosh.
He keeps bringing.
Bama's dynasty's dying because they lost the game. Listen, this is what Jeff Webster and I have been trying to tell you people. You have these players right here, right now, starting today. Now, not all of them are going to sign because, I mean, you are going to have some flips, and some players do end up picking a team even over Alabama. But for the most part, Nick Saban is bringing in 5-star after 5-star, and even 4 stars play like they're 5-star recruits. And
Zay Green, I hear what you're saying in the comments. Look, Gunnar Stockman is a really good quarterback. But I don't know, man. This Ty Simpson guy I just saw pretty good. You got to admit it. And look, I get it. Quarterbacks are sitting on the bench at Georgia. I mean, they are at Alabama, but it's not I don't know how to word it. It's not like, I don't think it's a big topic, but I think it is more concerning in Georgia, if that makes sense. But yeah, I hear you, Zay.
Well, especially with the quarterbacking, because like Kirby's still they're still not at that level where they can just get a quarterback and develop him. You know, I mean, they still gotta who's to say he's not going to struggle a little with Brock or Gunnar Stockton? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying they are going to struggle, but maybe the handling of it, we don't know how it's going to be. Is it going to be like, A-OK like Stetson or what? I mean, whereas with Alabama, you don't have to worry about the head coach interfering. And even Saban really doesn't interfere that much with the offense. He trusts and gets the right coordinators, except Bill O'Brien, to go out there and put whoever they want out there on the field, make sure it's the best player, and call the plays. Just call the plays and throw the ball down the field. And that's where the success comes from. We don't have to worry about Saban interfering. Because he doesn't. He sits back and he talks with his coordinators, he talks with his players, and he decides who he wants to put out there on the field. But it's not like he's not a control freak like Kirby. You get what I'm saying? I mean, he doesn't have to have full on control over everything.
Brian Kelly's LSU Tigers is 23rd according to 247 Sports. What you think?
Not bad at all, man. That's good.
But Notre Dame, though, is sitting at number 7.
Oy.
I can't believe North Carolina's at number 8. Matt Bringing it again.
Kentucky is 11. They're just outside the top 10.
Yeah, Kentucky has got 1 5-star, 5 4-stars, and 9 3-stars with the 19 commits.
Yeah.
See, just looking to see who their, like their big top signing is right this second. Looks like it's just an offensive tackle. He's 6'8", 340 pounds. I can't pronounce the first name, but it's Goodwin. K. Goodwin.
2 5-stars I'm seeing here for Mac Brown and the Tar Heels. Travis Shaw, a defensive lineman who's 6'5", 310. He's the number 1 overall prospect in the state of North Carolina. He is second in his position, and nationally, he's the 4th overall player. They got the number 1 offensive tackle in Zach Rice. He's from Virginia. He's the number 1 ranked player there. So, I mean, you look at this for North Carolina and Mac Brown. Is this going to be where they take that step and they're the team behind? Well, I don't even know who they're behind now because Clemson's fallen off this year. I know Slim said some stuff yesterday, and maybe they are going to get back to just dominating the ACC. But I'll tell you what, man, North Carolina, I think, could get back on track. And you look at the class today and who they've signed, take Mac Brown into it, they have a really good chance.
Right. Yeah, they got a guy, Travis Shaw. Yep. He's 6'5", 310. He's a defensive lineman from Greensboro, North Carolina. Zach Rice, offensive tackle. Some big boys, man. 6'6", 282. So they're trying to break it in the ACC.
I think
both of these are 5-stars.
Yeah, I think they can. I like Mac Brown. I think he's a great coach, and I don't know where it started for them. I think that there was something about the regular season game, I think in 2018 or 2019, when they played Clemson and they played them, and it literally came down to a failed 2-point conversion in the final minutes. And from there, I mean, a lot of people looked at that game and said, okay, is Clemson struggling that much or whatever? And that's what the belief was. But after that loss, North Carolina, I thought, won the rest of their games or whatever they did. And then going forward, a lot of people were high on just the change of North Carolina and the Tar Heels and the offense. They brought in like a transfer in Ty Chandler, who's a running back for Tennessee. You got Sam Howell. You got all these players, all this talent, and Mac Brown has received a lot of credit and hype and a lot of respect, which he rightfully deserves. But, I mean, you're seeing the recruiting here, too. A lot of players out there, and even in the state of North Carolina. I mean, obviously, if you grew up in any state, you have to pick between 2 teams, and it's between North Carolina and then you got NC State. Well, I'd say they're winning the battle in the in-state recruiting. But, man, don't be surprised if maybe next year in 22 or 23, I'm not saying – and, again, I don't say this stuff like, oh, this will be a team to win a natty, but keep your eye on them because they could be very competitive in the ACC and maybe just in general college football. But we'll see. Anyway, looks like Brian dropped out. I'll give him a few or ask – maybe I could text him, but I don't know. I don't want to be on here too much longer. We could definitely recap this stuff going forward. after the weekend or whatever. I mean, he's back, but we could keep talking, but whatever you got, man. Like, is there any other teams out there today that have interested you?
Yeah, let's see, let me pull it up here. Give me just a second. Yeah, I mean, at least I don't think it's talking about Ohio State. But I mean, teams that's really jumping out to me. I mean, I'm surprised Missouri's 13th. I mean, I'm surprised 17th is Clemson. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. What about number 19, Indiana?
Yeah, it's hey. We were talking quite a bit about Ty Simpson. He has officially signed with the Tide.
Oh my God, I'm having a heart attack.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm having a heart attack. Help me.
Officially official. Oh my goodness.
That's all right. We're gonna pull another quarterback out of our sleeve.
His dad is UT Martin's head coach, Jason Simpson.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, his dad's a head coach at UT Martin.
What do you think about Iowa State being at number 28?
That's interesting. I don't know. That's something I got to get Jeff Webster in here on because I don't know how they've actually done in recruiting. I mean, I know they got great players, but 28 for Iowa State. I mean, they're top 30. That's good, but is that where they need to be or want to be?
Yeah, that's not too bad. Cincinnati's 33.
Wow.
Yeah, Luke Fickell back in recruiting. Maybe trying to put up another couple of good years still for Cincinnati, the Bearcats.
You know what's going to happen? How about this? Let's say Georgia doesn't go away and Bama doesn't go away. And in the 22-23 season, you have a veteran in Bryce Young, and he's struggling against Georgia. We put a freshman in Ty Simpson in the game.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look.
My God.
It could happen. It's very possible. It will happen. I mean, I hate to say it, but, the truth is the truth. Georgia's biggest problem is they can't get over Alabama. And I don't know, we keep saying all the time until Kirby figures it out. I don't think he's going to figure it out. I don't think he knows how to figure it out. And I'm just being honest with you guys. I mean, I don't care who Georgia gets. We're not going to beat Alabama with Kirby Smart. We're just not. And I may hate to say that. I mean, he was going to call me not a true fan or whatever, but I mean, that SEC championship game, man, really put a dent in how I look at Kirby beating Alabama or, trying to win anything. I'm not saying he's not capable of winning anything.
It seems like it.
But right, it seems like it, but he's always going to be like it if he can't get over the hump of beating Alabama.
Oh, I know.
And we could sit here all day and talk about what Alabama has and whatnot. Well, Georgia's got the players too. The end of the day, people are talking about Alabama and the players because Alabama keeps doing it. It's time for Georgia to do it. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised other people hasn't jumped in. Does Chess Hall watch your videos anymore? Like, what's going on with him?
I don't know. I don't know what's up with him.
Right. Well, like I said, I'm not getting into the drama, but regardless of what all happened, maybe he's just taking a step back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, do we have any Auburn fans or anybody here on YouTube like that? I don't know. What happened to the Purdue fan?
There is. Oh, Zach. I don't know.
Okay, because I haven't seen him in a while. I know I've been gone.
I don't know if we have any actual Auburn fans.
But Purdue is sitting at 36 right now in recruiting.
Yeah.
All right, too bad. And Arizona at 37th. Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. We can sit here all day and talk about who is who and where and teams is this.
Yeah.
The end of the day, everybody has got to admit that this is a big disappointment when it comes to Florida. Florida being dead last is that's not acceptable. And a school like Florida,
kick them out? Can we kick them out of the SEC for this?
It's crazy that we're about to say that, right? Look, here's the thing. There is no way that Florida should be dead last in recruiting. This goes to show how much of a terrible job Dan Mullen did.
Yeah.
It's true. Recruiting never meant nothing to him. This may tarnish Dan Mullen's career because Florida right now is on life support to get recruits because of that nut that they just had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, I don't even know if he can rebound to be offensive coordinator because nobody's going to want to play for him. I mean, you think about it. Okay, so, I mean, I'm being serious. I want you to really think about this, Ballard.
Okay.
If Dan Mullen was Alabama's offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, okay,
oh God,
do you think you would have had Ty Simpson just a while ago?
Oh, not
if
at
recruiting
all.
never
Not
meant
at all.
nothing.
We have nobody on offense. There are no
Right.
5 stars. There are no 4 stars. Because they know. Because, see, you think these recruits and these players don't know who's behind all this? That you think they don't pay attention to the flaws? They know what's up.
That's why I'm saying Dan Mullen tarnished, basically, he had to tarnish his career. Like, I don't know if he can rebound because he basically, everything that means, in college football and everything like recruiting, he basically said, oh, it don't matter. And it shows that he was never recruiting. And it's pathetic that like the Georgia-Florida rivalry is split 50-50 in Jacksonville for a reason. That's one game to show Dan Mullen recruiting always matters.
Yeah. I want to look at a
and
team.
He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I know. I want to look at a team real quick in the Pitt Panthers. Now, they had a pretty good start to this season and everything. You got Coach Pat Narduzzi. First off, the first question I'll ask you is this, because I was talking with Slim Shady Canes yesterday about Clemson, and jokingly I said that they're just going to be on decline and all that, and he said I was crazy, which I don't blame him, but I will say this. Even though Clemson may or may not be getting back to it, they might be back on top of the ACC next year. Would you count out a team like Pittsburgh? Like, are they that next team in the ACC? And, I mean, are we going to get back to this? The gap is so big between Clemson and the rest of them.
I think it's the margins definitely closed in. I mean, you got Wake Forest, Pittsburgh, I don't know, maybe Boston College, but either way, I don't think it's going to be all Clemson in the ACC now. I think Clemson's going to have to rebuild what they had. That's if Sweeney can rebound and rebuild. All time's going to tell, but. Yeah, Pittsburgh and Wake Forest and them, they definitely have a chance to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Now, I will say, we lost Ugga Boy, unfortunately. We'll get him back, but I will say this. For right now, and again, y'all got to remember we got February, but Pitt's recruiting this year has taken a step back compared to last year. They're 60 overall. They were 29 last year. They're 9th in the ACC this year. They were 5th in the ACC in recruiting last year. So it has taken a step back, but it's still not something they should worry about. They got the 4th overall player in the state of I guess Massachusetts, Braintree. I don't know, but they got some good players. It's a lot of 3 stars, some 2-star, whatever. They got a Australian punter, much like Alabama does. They did bring in a transfer offensive tackle, Ryan Jacoby, who's a 4-star athlete, 6'5", 270, coming in from Ohio State. Honestly, Pitt is that ACC team, by the way, that always wins a game they're not supposed to win every year. They can pull some upsets. They're very creative. Their offense and their play calling, their system is very special. And, for a team like them, honestly, I wouldn't to get a bunch of 3 stars and be a team. We can't get 5 stars. We can't. There's a lot of teams out there that can hardly get a 4-star. And I think looking at Pitt's class this year, man, I mean, it's looking really good. There might be 60 overall, but, I've heard a lot of talks about their class this week. And again, we got February coming up. So you still got some time to maybe flip some guys, go out and get what you don't get this week. But I think big things are looking up for Pat Narduzzi and the Pittsburgh Panthers going forward.
Right. Ryan Jacoby, that he was at Ohio State. He's immediately eligible, do that transfer portal. Went to Pitt, offensive tackle. That's going to be huge for Pitt there. And again, they got eyes. Another recruit, though, that I'm looking at, it may be a 3-star, but I think he's 6'5", 280, Isaiah Montgomery. He's an offensive tackle for Pitt. So seems like they got some good talent. The only downside to Pitt, though, is they're 9th overall in the ACC right now.
That's the only downside. 60th overall. I mean, you want to be higher than that, obviously. Like if they're a top 50 class, they've hit the cream of the crop what they could, but they're not quite there yet. And like you said, to be 9th in the ACC out of 12 or 14 different teams, and especially not only that, they're 4 spots lower than they were a year before. And when you look at nationally, not only are they lower than they were last year, they're like 31 spots lower than they were. So, I mean, they have definitely taken a huge drop, but I don't think it's anything to panic about too much. I think it's just one of those, use it as motivation and be like, okay, how can we use what we have now to work with the players we have now to show that, hey, we can build you up and we can help you be successful at a football program. And how can we, and I really think it comes down to this. They need to focus on consistently beating ACC teams and possibly winning their division and just getting to an ACC title on a consistent basis.
Yeah, Zay Green in the comments again. He's saying Nick Saban's the GOAT, but great quarterback can beat Saban. Well, Zay, the only issue with your thing is you're wanting JT Daniels to play when we should be going to the transfer portal and get the quarterback who beat Alabama from A&M. So I'm not sure what we need to do in that situation. But if that's the whole true, and he also said that he thinks Ty Simpson could be a bust. Huh. What you think, Ballard? Mike is muted. Maybe he's doing something. But yeah, so good stuff there in the comment section. We always appreciate it, even though this is Ballard's show. I'm sure he always appreciates it. But yeah, chime in if you're listening. Don't be afraid. 16th overall for South Carolina according to ESPN in their rankings right now. Unbelievable. Shane Beamer doing an amazing job. I don't know, man. We talk about the ACC and everything else, but we also got some other teams on the rise. And even though South Carolina doesn't have a great of a track record when it comes to championships or anything in the SEC or just overall in school record, South Carolina, though, is trying to get some momentum building with Shane Beamer so they can make some noise for the 2022 season. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Yeah, the actual National Signing Day is February 2nd, 2022. So the big National Signing Day is February the 2nd. For those people who are interested, I'm sure you are, because if you wouldn't be listening today for early National Signing Day. Yeah, so early signing period is today through Friday, and the big National Signing Day is February the 2nd. So that's the complete rundown there when it comes to who's signing, who's not, all that good stuff, all that good jazz, I guess you could say. Yeah, man, Gunnar Stockman's going to be a huge asset to the University of Georgia and Kirby Smart. Again, we know Georgia can pull in the recruits, but at the end of the day, can Georgia beat Alabama? Can Georgia go home with those rings and gold? And who knows? Maybe this year they can still pull it off. I hope so, because a 12-0 season and to lose the SEC championship game is such a bummer. But it's always possible. That's why we have the 4-team playoff. Alabama rebounded, losing to A&M. Look how good Alabama is now. Maybe this was Georgia's wake-up call by losing to Alabama. And, yeah, you never know, man. Georgia could definitely get it going. I mean, we talk about Georgia all the time, but the Crimson Tide, they've been on top for the last 15-plus years with Saban. I know we don't like to hear about it, us Georgia fans, but, man, Saban just keeps bringing it. And I don't care what coaches, I don't care who he loses on the football team. He just keeps bringing it, and he always has a leg up. And I think that every year when he's having National Signing Days, he's always inside the top 5, right? He's always either 1 or 3, somewhere up in that nature. Well, and every year when he continues to do it, he's always going to have a leg up on somebody, because the recruiting is always coming in, and it's just so powerful, right? So anyway, that's why Alabama and Nick Saban keeps bringing it. That's why they keep doing it. Talent means it all, and if you can produce the talent, if the talent shows at the university, wherever that may be, look, you will be successful. 9 times out of 10, that's usually what happens. But again, early signing day periods through today, through Friday. National Signing Day, the big daddy, is February the 2nd. Not 2019, 2022. For all you knuckleheads out there that may still be in La La Land or roaming the earth thinking it's a different world and Trump is still your president. But we're not going to get into politics here. I'm just saying that it's February 2nd, 2022. All right, so let's go to the comments here. Man, Zay Green blasting it again. He said JT can open up the offense. Yeah, JT's been known to open the offense up, Zay. But here's the thing. Can he rebound? He's been rusty. I'm not saying JT can't, but we're going to need some wide receivers. We're going to need some people to help him catch. And who that may be is determined. Georgia's got to go out there and produce. We keep talking about JT Daniels, but there's a lot of players that we have to move around. We have to play different schemes because Stinson Bennett and JT is different, because JT can't run out of the pocket like Stinson Bennett. So there's a lot of different areas there.
Woo! Let's go.
You have arrived. You've came back from the dead.
I don't know what all you were saying, but Bama just picked up a receiver, Shazz, Shazz Preston, who's a 4-star from St. James, Louisiana. He committed over LSU in Texas.
Ooh.
And that's our 4th receiver this year. Isaiah Bond, Kobe Prentice, Aaron Anderson, and now this Shazz Preston.
Not a bad pickup.
No, not at all, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Kirby Smart just had his press conference, and I didn't listen to none of it.
You going to later? I mean, I will, because research purposes.
Look,
And just
I am not trying to be okay, so y'all probably gonna have a different perspective on me, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have zero interest in what Kirby Smart says, because I know what Kirby can do, but I know what Kirby can't do. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I feel like if I listen to Kirby Smart, I get all excited, then I'm just setting myself up for disappointment.
yeah. Mark Rogers is currently live. Travis Hunter shocks the college football world. I'll tell you what, that was I don't know. I mean, he goes to Florida State. I knew he had offers. I heard, but the top recruit in the class going to Mike Norvell. I'd say that's a shock in a way.
I wish they'll update the rankings.
Yeah.
Is that you playing music or my phone?
It's my notification tone. I'm getting
Okay.
fast to deal with it.
Okay. No, you're good. I just didn't know if it was coming on my end through your stream.
Yeah. Dog Nation is live. 5-star Kamari Wilson set to announce his college choice. So he's a Georgia commit, is he not?
Yeah, let me get over there.
So he's fixing to announce his commitment, or his choice. I don't know if I want to share this because I don't want to get copyrighted for Dog Nation. But
Right.
I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see if I can look at it.
Yeah.
But I can't even find it on Facebook because usually, they go live on
shared
Facebook.
it out. I shared it out, I think. Unless it didn't save it, because Facebook will do that to you.
Yeah, it looks like Georgia just got a whole bunch of defensive guys for the most part. Maybe
Now, are you happy with that, or do you want them to keep going after some offense?
Well, I mean, I guess.
I mean, your defensive depth is not really. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, is it?
Well, I mean, I guess the players that we lost last year going into this year, well, more this year that we're going to lose going into next year. I guess it is time to rebuild. I mean, I don't know. I just wish that the attention would be deep, on the offense. Like I feel like that it's all defense. It's always about defense, and I get it. But at the same time, I feel like there's improvements and there's adjustments, and maybe we could do this and do that. But at the same time, I feel like that the only thing we addressed, and it's not even really offensively, it's special teams, is the punter, which we got from Australia. Yeah. I mean,
This guy's a safety, by the way. He's from IMG Academy. 5-star. And he is the top safety. We'll see what he does.
We'll see. We'll see if JT plays, man. That's it, Zay. That's all I can say. At this point, who knows?
To secure letters of intent for who had long time been commitments for the most part. That has been what today has been all about, including just a little bit earlier, Julian Humphrey, who at one point in time was a Florida commit, decommitted from Florida.
So he's got hats, at least 4 that I can see on the table. They also got this Brian Adams or whoever that guy is. Anyway, I see an A&M hat, I see a FSU hat, I see LSU, and I see Florida.
That probably ain't gonna happen. That'd be something if he went to Florida, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I see all the hats except the Georgia hat. But again, I mean, he's probably
he'll probably pull out a Bulldog or something if he commits to Georgia then.
I mean, you can only fit so many hats on a table, and he's probably, I mean, you got to think these players already make their decision in advance.
Or unless he takes off his shirt or something, and he already has a Georgia shirt or something.
It don't even have to be a hat. I mean, it could be like a freaking drawing. However he wants to make his commitment announced,
Okay, so who is this guy again?
It's Kamari Wilson. He's a safety, defensive back, basically, secondary player. He's from IMG Academy. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds. and he's a 5-star and 5th in
Yeah.
the state of Florida.
Be huge, but surely he won't pick LSU or nobody.
What's up, Zay?
What up, man?
Hey, we've got you on this time.
Yeah, I've been trying to get on, man. How y'all doing?
Good, man. I don't know what's up with StreamYard because, I mean, it keeps telling me sometimes that devices are not connected and I can't get in, even on my own. So I don't know what's up with all that.
Yeah, what's up, Zay Green? How you
What's
doing,
up, bro?
man?
What's up, man? I was just hold on a second. Give me a second.
Jeff Siegel on the scene, that camera position secure. You see right now the work being done there around the.
I hope this guy shocks everybody and like goes to Alabama.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
we
can
can
hear
hear you.
Hold on.
No, he is not going to go to Alabama. Stop that.
No, you don't want him to go to Alabama.
He goes to Alabama, and then we already got Ty Simpson. Jeez, get out of here. We're so screwed in 3 years. Our future has flashed before our eyes.
Georgia, your season is over.
What happened to Zay?
Oh, I don't know. I guess he opted out. Feel free to get back in here, Zay. Anyone's welcome on.
Baker.
So, again, we wait for the 28th overall player in the class, 5-star.
I say he picks Georgia or LSU.
Okay. I would be shocked if he doesn't pick Georgia because, you know, he's been recruited by Georgia, by Jamel Adi on, I guess, Georgetown. I don't know. He's got so many offers and interest. I mean, he's got teams like Texas, UAB, USC, Virginia Tech, UCF, Maryland, Florida A&M. I mean, he's got even Georgia Tech. But again, the 5 hats I see are Georgia, A&M, Florida, Florida State, and LSU. But again, like you said, I mean, he could bring his own hat to the table and, you know, maybe shock us. He might go to like UCF or Florida A&M or wherever.
Well, remember Nick Chubb pulled out the Bulldogs, so you don't always have to have a hat.
He didn't have that on the table, did he?
Nah, he picked it up from underneath the desk, and it was a Bulldog. So
he got it himself. Yeah.
Yep. So we've seen somebody that I think dress up in a suit or something, and then they took the jacket off, and he had a Georgia shirt on or something.
He might have that Georgia hat on the table and have his own Georgia hat. Be like, I want to wear this one, but just so y'all know where I'm going to Athens.
I've also seen people. Yeah, I've also seen guys where they've had hats on the table, and then they act like they're about to go. They're about to pick up one, and then all of a sudden they pick up a hat. Like, let's say they have like a stool or something, but you can't see it, or whatever the hat's on, and he picks up the hat beside him and he puts it on, and he outfools everybody. You know what I mean? They like to do something crazy. These kids do for
Did you ever
signing day.
Did you ever see when Jacob Copeland picked up the Florida hat and his mom literally walked out of the room on him because he didn't pick Bama or Tennessee because of the family ties or whatever?
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I could understand if you're upset with the decision, but that's like saying, bye, I'm done. Like, that's like not supporting your own kid. And that's just, you know,
right.
Like, players go where they want to go in recruiting. I mean, see, look.
Yeah, I think Deion Sanders is going to be get a big job soon. He's on the right track, Jacob Watson. Join the stream if you want, man.
Yeah, anyone's welcome. Oh, here we go. TDA is live.
So is Tiger Cat? I still have not been able to find her videos or anything ever since I've known her on YouTube. Like, or anything. I don't know for whatever reason. I'm gonna have to add a link or something. Somebody can send it to me.
Yeah.
Or put it in the comments because do you watch Tiger Cat and them?
I know who she is. I haven't seen videos from her in a while, but I think I am subscribed. I know
I've
she's
never
put
found
some
her.
out.
I don't know why, but I've never found her.
I guess I'm not subscribed. Never mind. I'll have to find it too. So who do you think he's gonna? You think he's gonna take Georgia? This Kamari Wilson? Or
Sounds
does he
like
try
it.
just a little bit?
I don't think he'll go to Florida State. I mean, it
pray to
sounds like it'd be
God. I
maybe.
pray he's got a Bama hat behind his back.
Mm. Please, Lord, don't let that happen.
Oh my gosh. God's will be done, right?
Mhm. Tell me about it.
Man.
Anything's possible when it comes to these recruits and everything else.
Yeah. He's a good player, man.
So I guess these people that has decommitted or not, yeah, because they got till Friday, and then the big national signing day is February 2nd.
Yeah. That's true.
I kind of wished everybody could do it today.
Yeah, anyone that does it signed by Friday gets signed on February 2nd, I guess.
The first bowl game is Friday, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, BYU, UAB.
Oh, is that the first one?
Mm-hmm. Battle Angel. Battle Angel said, "Are you trying to troll her, Ugly Boy?" So no. I mean, here's the thing. Can we not be friends? Can we not talk? You know, be cool. Get in here, Battle Angel. He just put the StreamYard link in the comment section.
Anyone's welcome. And I hope this Kamari Wilson, please pull out a Bama hat. This guy is good. Please. Let's keep ruining the Georgia Bulldogs.
Please don't. Please
oh,
don't.
My gosh.
Okay,
what would piss you off more, though? If he flips to Bama or if he goes to somewhere like Florida and it works out somehow?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think Florida.
Yeah.
Because we play them every year, right? And it'd be my luck. He'll be one of those players that come out of nowhere.
You got to see him for 3 or 4 years in a row in a different uniform.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be my luck. He comes out of the blue and he's going to drive us crazy, give us hell.
Out of the blue, right?
Yep. And destroy us just like Alabama. It seems like they are. Ripping the hearts out.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
This guy's got recruit offers from like Middle Tennessee, Michigan State, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Oregon, Penn State. I mean, he could have any one of those. I mean, he could go to Oklahoma. He could go to Miami with Cristobal. He could go to Sam Pittman in Arkansas. I mean, who knows? But I think wherever he goes, man, anybody should be lucky to get this player, and it'll be a good addition to their defense.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out, Battle Angel. She said that she does, her and Tiger Cat does a show on Sundays. And she already gave me her link to her channel, so I appreciate it. I've already subbed her up.
Hoop category says prediction on Kamari Wilson. Well, probably a little late for any kind of predicting. We're going to find out for ourselves here coming up in just a moment. Chief Noel 44 on the subject of Billy Napier is obviously trying to make a splash here in his first early signing period as the Florida coach, and really expect nothing.
This is huge, man. This is a top generational talent in Kamari Wilson. I've been hearing about this guy quite a bit. I
I'm
mean, his
surprised there's not an
decision.
Alabama hat on the table, though.
What?
I'm surprised there's not an Alabama hat on the table, though.
Unless it's hidden and it's next to that Georgia hat. Are you watching it on Dog Nation?
I'm trying to find it.
I can
If it's only on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to watch it because I'm on your stream.
Oh, yeah.
My phone won't let me for whatever reason. Oh, that's I was trying to find it on Facebook when I'm not having any luck. So what position is this guy?
So Kamari Wilson is a safety. So he's defensive back, corner, safety, secondary guy.
Yeah, well, apparently we need him because we need somebody to stop Alabama.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
So yes, this guy
Keep
definitely
dreaming.
needs to pick Georgia for sure.
Oh, here we go. They
Is he
got
picking?
a big sign out. He's got Philippians 4:13 on it. It has his name.
Hey, can you
and they
do any
cropped him.
audio?
What?
You think you could do audio?
Of Dog Nation?
Yeah.
White
Can you hear it?
Gold
Yeah.
for LSU, the all-white look for Texas A&M, a little bit of a Florida State right there in the middle. The Florida Gators there just off to will be stage left. I should say stage right. On your screen there when it comes to the Florida Gators. Then the Georgia Bulldogs jersey on the far right as we're looking at that, and a little bit more of a non-traditional look. I believe is that the all black or is that the black jersey, red pants? I can't quite tell based on how the graphic looks if that's a black pair of pants or a red pair of pants that Kamari's wearing there for Georgia, but clearly kind of a non-traditional look there with the alternate uniform for
Let's see what they
so
do.
a nice backdrop for Kamari as he gets ready to make his announcement. Also, it looks like at the bottom left corner of that graphic that he'll be behind him some well wishes and some loved words by his family there. So a very cool thing as they celebrate the big day for him. And also the cowboy hat there for the Texas A&M image. I kind of missed that a moment ago. Looking like a member of the Dutton Ranch there with the cowboy hat on. Good stuff there from Kamari Wilson. BA's Cardigan asked about where Georgia sits right now in recruiting. Obviously, the final numbers still being tabulated.
Be crazy
for Georgia. The one thing you can't.
It'd be crazy if he, goes to like LSU or whatever.
What you still
Yeah, it would be.
elite class that's been put together here.
Yes, he would be.
Brought in, but you know how it goes in the late stages of the recruiting cycle, whether it be Shamar James or Kamari Wilson right now.
Imagine if he
or
picks up
anything
Brian
else still
Kelly.
on the way.
Brian Kelly's a good recruiter.
So Georgia's at no worse than a top 3 class today, no matter what happens. But obviously trying to.
It wouldn't shock me at all if he did go to LSU for whatever reason.
Goes here in a little bit, probably a little less than 15 minutes away from Wilson making his announcement.
But Georgia really needs this recruit.
Right now, what we'll do in a few minutes is kind of check in on the audio there on that. Let folks
Y'all can hear me?
There.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
They're still 15 minutes away from him announcing.
Oh, well, heck.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, I got it pulled up.
Yeah, so basically at 3 o'clock Central Time, they're going to announce it.
Yeah, because they said
4 o'clock in Georgia.
Some of these guys not only set a date, but they also, set an actual time for when they're making their announcement. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be 4 o'clock in Georgia when he makes the announcement.
yeah.
Okay.
To make things more easier.
And it looks like he's there with his parents. And they got a pretty cool backdrop. They've like added him into each like a A&M jersey, LSU jersey, Georgia jersey. They kind of photoshopped.
Hey,
him.
I hope you don't throw out jersey.
What'd you say?
I hope you don't throw the jersey like Travis Hunter through the head.
Who's your isn't your team Georgia too?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay. I'm just double checking, man.
Well, I heard Brandon Adams just say a while ago when you pulled the audio up that he was looking at his pants or whatever that may be. It was like red, black. He talked about something else. So maybe he's trying to figure out that this is going to be an all-out red and black Georgia party.
I hope so.
I wonder if he's wearing that to fool some people, though. For all we know,
that's possible.
Like, he might step up and be like, "Y'all see what's on my pants here?
Oh,
all right, now let me take these glasses. Somebody hold that. Let me rip off my jacket real quick."
So, real fast, just out of curiosity, if he does have some red pants on or whatever, I'm not looking at it, but if he does, by any curiosity, is there a team on the table that could match the description of red and black besides Georgia?
Oh my God! Who?
Red and black? No.
Right.
I mean,
so the only closest would be Crimson.
Any other team with a red type of color, though? I mean, you got the maroon of A&M, and then you got the Seminole red.
Bama ain't there. Bama not on the table.
Yeah, but that's not.
At the very least, you can't see the hat. If he does have it, it's probably next to Georgia's.
Yeah.
But again, like teams like that have offered him, and like we mentioned, it's possible he pulls out his own hat that's not on the table, because you can't, for a guy like this that has an offer from every school on God's green earth, you can't fit every hat on the table in front of him.
Okay, so is he wearing like a jacket?
He's just wearing a plain long sleeve black T-shirt with some gold chains.
Yeah, see, it does indicate that he is going to Georgia, but he could fool people and just flat out go to LSU, which is a totally different color.
Well,
I mean, you see recruits do it all the time where they'll fool you with what they wear.
Travis Hunter just did it.
Man, I'm gonna be so heartbroken if he goes to Alabama or something, man. Because
oh my God,
dude, he's wearing red and black, man. You can't just diss the red and black like that, right? You can't just dismiss it.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
Can he just pick us?
I want to see what Brandon Adams and his reaction and all the Georgia fans on here will be. That's what's really gonna make me laugh.
Oh, wow. And then they're going to be quiet for about 15 minutes.
I do think he goes to Georgia. I think he'll keep him.
But
I hope he fools us and we get Bama. Come on.
Damn. Oh, my goodness.
It's one of those things where, like,
I can't believe this dude's putting us through so much misery.
Just waiting?
No, they do this.
Yes, just waiting because we are so afraid he's going to go to Alabama or somewhere else.
Yeah,
we literally have 9 minutes and he's already sitting there. Like,
they do this all the time. They do this. This is what they do.
They get you all excited and hyped up to ultimately disappoint the hell out of you.
Hey, Ballard, when you gonna do the steam yard again?
Oh, I don't know, man. I normally, not every day, but maybe every other day, I try to get a stream in. I might do something Friday or Saturday, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I be trying to catch you. I catch you sometimes, but I do the reruns. And I try to call up. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time really calling up. Trying to catch you when you doing your shows and stuff. That's what. But
WarriorCommentStare.Nation.com. Farm Bureau getting ready for a big one. We'll be back here live one way or another, no matter how this works out. We'll be back live around 6 p.m. tonight for more recaps.
Wait, what?
For recruiting. So hopefully there'll be some more good news to talk about. It's already been a great day for UGA.
So he's going somewhere else. That's why they're leaving the broadcast.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they're leaving the broadcast.
That's the
Actually,
reaction,
it's
Ballard.
It's possible they're not ending the broadcast, and maybe he was just saying, "Hey, we'll be live later on tonight."
That don't make no sense. Then he ain't going to commit. Then you would think that if he was, that they would still be on. So that's the reaction, Ballard.
No, Brian, they're still on. All I was saying was that Brian, was saying that Dog Nation is going to be live at like 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry. I thought I was about.
I mean, they've only been live for 10 minutes. I mean,
Yeah, I thought that's what they were doing because he didn't pick. Even though we said that they would pick in a few minutes, I thought maybe somehow it got leaked out he wasn't going to commit or something, and they were just going to end the broadcast.
25 minutes they've actually been live, but still.
Let's see.
I had to refresh.
Please, Kamari Wilson, go to Georgia.
Please pull out Bama. Please pull out Bama. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Dude.
I think if he doesn't go to Georgia, he will go to LSU.
I swear.
Hey,
how pissed would you be though if he does pick up that Florida hat? You gotta be hotter than what I mean.
Well, maybe Florida won't be NR if that happens.
we
not ranked.
What up, dog?
How does anyone at this point have a Florida hat on their table? Because think about it, Damon was only fired a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
so we'll bring it a little bit low. Like I said, no need to put anybody's business out there.
5 minutes.
Yeah, man. He's got him and his family. He's got 5 hats in front of him.
When you're kind of spraying the infield with a bunch of hat tosses, that ends up feeling like kind of a lot.
I wish this was on TV,
like ESPN or something.
Kamari Wilson story here is such a big deal. Now you've also got Malachi Starks coming in. Ja'Cory Thomas, the player that a lot of folks feel very good about, in kind of a similar role. Also wants
College Football Live. Well, hold on just a second, guys. So ESPN2 has College Football Live 2 to 4, and it looks like they are doing the National Signing Day.
Are they?
Yes. So it's on ESPN2. Yes, okay. It's National Signing Day.
I still want to listen and see the reaction on
Right. But yeah, I just turned it over. So yes, ESPN2 is doing the coverage of the recruiting right now.
And they're covering Kamari?
They're recovering all of it.
Yeah.
Everybody wondering about all the uncommitted guys about who might that be.
Ty Simpson, though? Dude, I'm excited. I'm telling you.
I would say the more substantial.
Yeah, that guy looks pretty good.
He's going to be a baller. I'm telling you.
Donnie Brooks does it, reminding us of the.
All right, I got 2:56 right now, so I guess we got about 4 minutes. Give or take, but
colorblind. Is that the yeah, so the gentleman wearing the hat.
All right, Jacob, take your time, buddy. We'll keep it open. I'll be here for a little while. I'm gonna try to be out of here, at least out of the house, maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock to go to church. But outside of that, I'm still here.
I don't really see much in the way of any kind of.
Yeah, they're just covering the impact of the NIL on college football right now.
Pull over or the windbreaker type jackets. In this particular case, I don't see that right now either. So I don't know that the family gear provides much of a clue about anything, but we're about 5 minutes away from finding out.
There's literally nothing that provides a clue of where he's going. They're all wearing, I mean, they're dressed normal, but like.
Ronnie Nelson feels like that.
Yeah. I mean, more than likely, like I said, there's 99.9% chance he's going to Georgia. He's probably just going to pick Georgia hat up and nothing's not going to happen,
or he picks one of the other ones up. He throws it aside. He picks up all of them. What if he picked up each one individually and just threw it across the room and he said, "Y'all be crazy. I know where I'm going." And he signs with Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you must be tripping.
We had to watch the camera angle to get Georgia hat in the picture. So, I kind of agree with Russ on this. Sometimes being on the right side for a right-handed guy is a good thing. But in this particular case, we had to change our aspect ratio just to get the Georgia hat even in the frame. So there is that. Robin Boyd said he's going to go to
2 minutes. I feel like this is taking forever, right?
Oh gosh, this is huge, dude. Like, this is like, who was the big guy last year? Well, I mean, I know I was sitting around waiting for Bryce Young, but you know, like, you've had guys.
It is a business thing right there.
Like,
and we're getting closer to time. Let's go ahead and bring that audio back.
Kool-Aid McKinstry
because we're getting closer to doing this.
had an offer from everybody and their mother, and ended up going to Alabama. JaQuincy McKinstry.
Kamari Wilson getting ready to choose from LSU, Florida State, Florida, Texas A&M, and Georgia. Family and friends gather.
I hope he picks Bama, dude. Please come to Bama.
For the Georgia fans tuned in here around Dog Nation.
If you see it before I do, don't say nothing.
Oh, I don't. I'm just listening. I'm learning as I am. That if it wasn't for your stream, I wouldn't be seeing it.
Oh, you're hearing it?
They're not showing nothing on TV hardly.
Singletary and
Yeah, it's all you, buddy.
All right.
To Malachi Starks, obviously long-time Georgia commit, and now trying to add a Kamari Wilson.
Here we go. Top of the hour.
Saying that it's 4 o'clock. That was the time we were told he'd be getting ready to make his announcement. That must mean that we are getting close to being able to see this. Manila folders in hand. As I said before, he's ready to make that business decision here. You're talking about, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite, number 28 prospect in the country, number 2 safety, the number 5 player in the talent-rich state of Florida. This a very big deal as Wilson gets ready to make his announcement. We'll provide live coverage here, brought to you by Kroger and Georgia Farm Bureau in just a moment. Once he starts talking,
Yeah, this guy's really good. This is a huge moment today.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Let's call before the storm, man, as family gathers around him. Probably about a minute or so.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just hope he picks Georgia.
I won't get mad if he picks Georgia, but at the same time, you hope as a fan that he's coming to the Tide. Like I said. Bishop Sycamore. Someone in the chat predicted Bishop Sycamore. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Bishop Sycamore.
Dan Brookshire checking in there on that too. A lot of folks having some fun here on this. Noah Sheldon does there as well. A lot of folks getting ready to make their big announcement, or see the big announcement from Kamari Wilson. We appreciate you being with us here on DogNation.com, the Dog Nation Facebook and YouTube page, of course, all the other platforms there as well. Some folks kind of
he's the number 1 safety in the ESPN 300 and number 14 overall.
So he's at least top 15 prospect all over.
Okay, they're showing him on TV, but I'm not going to spoil it. Okay, I see the hats. I see what you're talking about.
Mute yourself, though. Mute yourself.
I'm not. I got it. Okay, I will. All right.
Just in case it's Georgia. Hold on.
First off, I want to thank God. I want to thank all the coaches that took the time to recruit me.
I don't care if you mute yourself, honestly. I mean, you can talk if you want.
And I also want to say something to the kids. I want to say that I want them to keep working hard.
He may pull something out from underneath the table.
Academics first, and they can do anything possible through Christ. And I want to give a shout out to Fort Pierce Firehawks. They just won a championship, and the boy, I just want to say y'all boys keep going and keep doing y'all thing. One day this could be y'all. And
he's standing up.
Going to
Oh God. Oh God.
the University of Florida.
Oh my God. Florida Gators.
So,
are you still alive?
That's about
Yeah, I'm just about to cry in my pants.
Oh
I'm about to
my
crap in my pants. Are you kidding me? That was
Oh
a
my
joke I just
God.
said a while ago. Dude, this cannot be true.
Oh my God. Oh, Billy Napier just got a leg up. Oh my gosh.
That's bull hockey, man. This ain't right. Look, man, I told you all ago I would be more madder to him go to Florida than Alabama. And now I am extremely mad.
You mean pissed?
No freaking way.
Now look,
I thought it was a joke.
You got to.
Oh
Watson
my
wants to know.
God.
Watson wants to know how much they paid him.
This is crazy, man. How is this possible?
Now look,
Unbelievable.
they're college kids. This is their education. I mean, you can't get mad at them too much. You got to look at it like, don't be mad like, oh, I can't believe you would choose that school. But it's more so, dang it, why could we not get them? It sucks. But you got to give them props, dude. I mean, that's a huge pickup for Florida. Now, one player isn't going to change Florida. They need a lot of help. But I think for Billy Napier, this is a big step. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, of course, what else happens this week in the early signing period, and maybe if they get a couple other guys today,
Yeah, have fun going 6-6 every year. Kamari Wilson. Gonna be the last. He's gonna be like dead last in safeties instead of being number 1 next year.
I bet you he gets himself to the point of not even starting, and he does transfer somewhere. I don't know why I
believe he picked Florida. Everybody on that table's better than Florida. It seems like. God Almighty.
Practically.
Jeez, I'm so upset right now. It's almost so laughable, but it's not. It's just a joke.
Now, you know what's so funny is like this is one of those situations where Georgia fans want to say, I can't believe we lost that player. Or Georgia, Florida got this player, or Georgia lost this player. No, okay. This isn't like they cut this player or anything like that. This is up to the player's choice. He just wanted to sign with Florida. Georgia didn't necessarily lose him. I mean,
well, the only hope that Georgia has right now is that if Kamari Wilson goes to the transfer portal.
Yeah.
That's about the only hope now.
We'll see.
Well, that was a shocker.
Yeah. I mean,
I did not think you would pick Florida, man. I'll be honest with you. I really didn't think
he had a lot of options, even outside of what was on the table. He had offers from Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Penn State, Oregon. I could go down the list, man. Florida A&M for some weird reason. I mean, he had offers.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. He picked the last school that is not on top right now. That's just crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's one of those things, though. You got to think about it. You're kind of curious, what Florida does the rest of this week, and what, this is part of what Billy Napier is going to get to deal with next season. I mean, is he the guy that can help Florida? And does a player like this on their defense get them back to, just caring and being competitive on the defensive side of the ball? I mean, that's something. Anyways, I'm not going to be on here for all of signing day, man. I'm going to end it here. And overall, so far, so good. I mean, there's stuff to cover in the next couple of days. There's still plenty to watch. I'll be tweeting out a little, but hey, I'm sorry you guys lost that player, but think about it. Bama lost him too, in a way.
Yeah, but y'all got that daggum quarterback.
Yeah, we did. I'm excited for Ty Simpson, and y'all got
Gunnar Stockman. So we're in good hands.
Hey, all's good, man.
Yep, that's all good. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get off here. Good stream and keep it going, man.
Yeah, man. Love you, buddy. We'll see you.
All right, you too, brother.
Thanks. Well, Kamari Wilson, top recruit, one of the top, goes to Florida. How about it? Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Merry Christmas, saying it all month long. Happy holidays to you. Keep your head up. Jesus loves you. God bless. Have an amazing week. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media. And as always, folks.
Roll Tide!
Tell them, Will. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. God bless. And roll Tide.